I've been playing Splinterlands for about 2 weeks now, and I wanted to make an update video to inform you as to how I've been doing. So, Splinterlands is a play-to-earn game, meaning that by playing this game, you gain cryptocurrency and you also get cards as NFTs or non-fungible tokens, which you can sell or rent on the marketplace and exchange for real actual money. So, after playing this game for 2 weeks, I've gained some of this cryptocurrency worth actual money. And so I'll be showing you in a moment as to how much I've earned by playing 2 weeks. As such, you can make a reasonable estimate as to how much money you could earn as well playing Splinterlands. Now, Splinterlands is a card game, like I mentioned, where you can obtain cards. And with these cards, you can go into battle and battle other people. It's a auto-battler, meaning that you prepare your deck with which you will be battling, and then the battles play automatically. It's a very fun game that I highly recommend that you check out. It also has an app on your mobile phone, so it's easy to play on the go. If you're interested, you can play Splinterlands for free through the link down below in the description. Although, if you want to earn cryptocurrency yourself, you'll have to buy a $10 spellbook, which allows you to earn cryptocurrency in the game. But in a moment, you'll see that is highly worth it to pick it up. Now, the main cryptocurrency in Splinterlands is this DEC, or Dark Energy Crystals. As you can see, I have a little more than 5,000. Now, how can you obtain these Dark Energy Crystals? There's some main ways. The most important one probably being just doing your daily battles. Depending on your rating, as you can see over here, my rating is currently 1,250, you will gain more or less DC per battle that you win. Now, when you just start out the game, you will get like 0.001 DC per win. And as you can imagine, it's going to take a long while to save up some DC. But don't be discouraged by that, because if you play a little while and you gain some rating points, you'll see that it quickly ramps up. Now, around 1,250 rating here, I got about 5 to 6 DC per win. So 100 wins, that equals 500 DC, not all too shabby. Although, as you increase your rating, you will, of course, get more DC. Now, it's important to notice that the amount of DC that you get per win is not determined by your league. So even if you're not in Diamond, but you have 3,100 rating, you will still get a lot of DC. So sometimes it can be a little bit hard to find these leagues, because besides rating, you also need a certain amount of power. And this power can be expensive to obtain. So it's good to know that your DC win per battle is not linked to your power or your league. So let's take a look. We have around 5,000 of this Dark Energy Crystals. We'll take a look at the current prices, and it's at about 0.0065. Now, this has been declining a bit because it used to be worth over 0.007. It has been declining a bit. It's hard to say where it will end up. Of course, a lot depends on how popular the game stays. The more popular the game, the higher the cost of DEC will be. Now, but as you can see, there's kind of an equilibrium, mainly being 0.01. That's kind of the price where the game strives to be at. So do keep in mind that current DEC prices might be a little bit overvalued as of right now and might be going down. Of course, that's only if the player base stays stable or declines. If the game continues to be popular and new players get in the game and want to purchase DC, this price will of course increase, and that's what we've currently been seeing. And as of right now, there are no signs of it stopping. So I assume that this price might continue for a while. Now, of course, we'll take this price to make our calculation. So I'll put it in here. And so how much DC did I have? That's 5,048. So then we have to multiply these two values. And so just in terms of DC, I have $32. So I'll put this as a number, or I mean as a money sign. There we go. Okay, so $32. Okay, so that's the first cryptocurrency that you get in the game, and also the most important one. Now, I do have to be honest, I was a little bit lucky, because besides getting DEC per win, you also get these chests, as you can see. So each season lasts 15 days, and at the end of the season, you get some chests depending on which league that you reach. You also get a quest each time you complete a quest, and each day you get a new quest. As you can see, I had a water quest, meaning I had to play 5 games with water, and then when you do that, you will be able to claim a reward. So let's do that actually right now. Let's click on claim reward live here on stage. Hopefully we get something good. And then open the chests, and we get 1 alchemy potion, which is not that great. Okay, bummer. But so twice I was really lucky with the contents of these chests. One time I got an Axe Master, which is a very powerful epic card that I was able to sell for around $12. And another time I got 2000 DEC from the chest. Now, you have to be a little bit lucky, of course, but if you play it over the long term, there's definitely a good chance that you might get some of these epic pulls, as I was able to do. They're not extremely rare, I would say. If you play for some time, you'll definitely get them. Now, also do keep in mind, if you climb the leagues, I believe starting from Silver 2, you will actually start to get more chests per quest that you complete. I think it's around Diamond or something, or Gold, I'm not 100% sure, but I've seen people getting 5 chests per quest that they complete. So if you look at it from that perspective, it goes quite quickly. As of right now, I only get 1 quest, 1 chest per quest because I'm still in Bronze 3. But once you get accumulating those cards and your power level increases, you'll definitely be getting more chests per completed quest. So that's something that I want to keep in mind. So I do acknowledge that I've been a bit lucky, but still, on the other hand, I was able to accumulate over 1000 DEC just by normally playing the game, and it would also already be worth $6.5. And then I still have some other stuff. So I think in all cases, I would have been able to break even at around this point, no matter what. But because I was lucky, of course, I gained a lot more because only in terms of DEC value, I have $32 already. Now, do keep in mind, I don't think I actually own any cards. Take a look now. So I sold all of my cards. That's not necessary. You can keep your cards and you can even rent them out to get some passive DEC income per turn. That's also a possibility. So another tip I wanted to give you is how to increase the amount of DEC you get per win. You can do so by renting golden cards. For each golden card that you use in a battle that you win, you will get 10% additional DEC revenue from that. And the same applies for alpha or promo cards. If you use those, you'll also get more DEC per win. So definitely, if you find some cheap golden cards to rent that you want to run on your deck, it can be highly worth it. Let's say that you rent a card, a golden card for 5 DEC per day. That means that card, and let's also assume that you gain 5 DEC per win. That means that after 10 wins, you will have recouped the cost of that card, and from then on, you'll get 10% additional gold bonus from that, so or DEC bonus. So that can definitely be worth it. Okay, so another cryptocurrency that's in the game is this one. It's SPS. It's splinter charts. Now, for the most part, I've been claiming these splinter charts and then converting them to DEC, as I explained in another video. But as you can see, I have a little amount over here of 3.8 SPS, and that's approximate about $1. So we're also at $1 over here to my total account value. Now, this SPS you get totally for free, as it is getting airdropped over the next year. We've already been in here for a month and a half. So for the next 10 months, you will get free SPS. Now, the amount of SPS that you get determines on your airdrop points, and you get airdrop points for just holding Splinterlands assets. For me right now, it has only been the dark energy crystals that I hold in my account. And as you can see, I hold 5, and for that I get about, I would say, half an SPS a day. So not too bad. As you can see, one SPS has a price of 26 cents, so that's a free 15 cents a day. So all in all, not too bad. You can also either convert this SPS to DEC, that's what I've been doing for the most part, or you could also stake this SPS, and then you will get a yearly revenue of 122% on your SPS. On top of that, you'll also be eligible for special promotions like vouchers to participate in the pre-sale, which you then can also sell those vouchers. So very handy dandy all in all. Yeah, these are the prices of Splinter charts. As you can see, I believe they've also been going down a little bit because, as you can see, at certain points they were worth over €0.50. I expect once we approach the release of Chaos Legion, that's a new set of cards that will be released. The price might probably spike a bit as people want to stock up on their staked SPS. And so, yeah, of course, I'm no financial advisor, but yeah, it would not be out of the ordinary if it would reach once again those levels. Of course, that's just my guess, and my guess is as good as yours. I'm definitely no expert. Okay. Now, there's one additional way that you can gain Splinterlands assets, and that is by creating posts on Splinter Talk. Splinter Talk is like a social media where people talk about Splinterlands. And people get rewarded for making posts on here because as people upvote your post, you get not only imaginary upvote like you would get on Reddit, but you actually get some kind of cryptocurrencies called Splinterland tokens, Splinter Talk tokens, I believe. Now, explaining how this all works is a bit too complex, and I'll make a separate video on this. But for me, this has been quite lucrative, as I've been able to gain quite some SPT, that's a token. And so you can look at my wallet. So this wallet is public for everyone. And if you want to take a look at somebody else's wallet, you just change their username. But so this is my Splinter Talk account. And as you can see, I have over 5,000 SPT. And now this SPT is also worth quite something. So if you go to my Hive wallet, as you can see over here, you can see all the tokens that I have. This 5,600 SPT is actually worth over $86. That's quite impressive. So we'll also add that over here. So $33 in DAC, $1 in SPS, and $86 in SPT. So let's count it up to see how much I made in total. That's $120. Now, of course, I know this gives a bit of a distorted view because most of my earnings came from Splinter Talk. But on the other hand, I would have never posted on Splinter Talk if I wouldn't have been introduced to Splinterlands in the first place. So I think it's fair to include this into my Splinterlands earnings. But you should just keep in mind that this will not scale, so I will not be able to vastly increase the amount of SPT I gain, while with DC that could be possible as I gain more rewards playing the game and I start perhaps owning some cards and renting those out. So that's definitely something that can increase. Now, I initially started playing this game just by investing $10, and I think it's safe to say that I made a decent gain on that investment. So only $10 for the spellbook is what I did, nothing else. Of course, if you want to ramp up your earnings, you could invest more in DSC, buy some more powerful cards, and climb the rankings faster. That's something that I haven't done, but it's something that I might look into as my account value has increased. So I'm not yet sure what to do next. Should I buy some more cards, rent those out? I'll see. In all cases, even if I would have been very unlucky with my chest pulls, I think I would have still have broken even at around 2 weeks. So I think that's a fair estimate. If you're very unlucky, you break even at around 2 to 3 weeks. And then from that point on, you can continue playing the game, and all of the gains that you make are basically for free. All in all, I've been very happy by making the investment that I've made in Splinterlands. I think it has been very fun to play, and it has netted me a little bit of side money. So I think all in all, that's quite good. And I hope this overview can give you a reasonable estimate as to what you can expect to earn by playing Splinterlands. So if you want to play Splinterlands yourself for free, you can get started for free. Of course, if you want to earn in-game currency, you'll have to pay the $10 spellbook, but you can just test out the game, see if you like it, if it's fun, for free by using the link down below in the description. And definitely let me know what you think about the game, and perhaps in the comments, let me know if you made any gains playing this game. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!